NFL draft is 2 days away, and we are here. The Hit Squad is back to bring you our most definitive and most accurate round one mock draft for the 2025 NFL season. Let's get into it. The Hit Squad is locked and loaded. We are ready to roll. It is 2 days, a little over 48 hours at the time of this video for the NFL draft to kick off, and we are excited. We are doing a live show. If you have not seen it or advertised on social medias already, we're doing a live show, draft night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Lockdown Divas Podcast Network, Sports Network. We're doing a live draft. The Hit Squad will be live and direct for the entire first round of the draft. So, gentlemen, starting with my guy, Young RG, how you feeling, good brother? What's going on over there?
Doing good, sir. Doing good. It's draft week, man. I'm ready. This is like peak NFL offseason. We're getting ready for it. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, chopping at the bit. Real AG, let's give him what's going on there, good brother. How you feeling?
Doing good, coach. Not muted.
We
evolved from the last one, but yeah, man. Echo what Rob said. Draft week's finally here. I'm ready to get past all the what ifs and speculation and know where these teams are going, after Thursday.
Indeed. And the man, no myth, the legend. My man, Coach Mike Dell, what's going on there, good brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. AG and Rob said it all, man. We're ready to get rolling, ready to play GM for the day and see where we land with these picks.
All right, man. So let's hop right into it, man. Let's get to it. So this is our final predictions for the 2025 NFL season, mock draft 3.0. So we won't go through the entire first round, and we're doing things a little bit different for the draft order this time around. We did a little randomizer last time. We had a bunch of picks in order, or, a bunch of picks kind of lumped together, and, you didn't talk for a while, and, you were just all over the draft board. This time, we're going 1 through 4. We're going 1 through 4. Alex got the first pick. I got the second. Coach Mike Dub got the third, and Robert got the fourth. So we will go.
What the hell is this?
Oh man, Robin feel like this is a conspiracy against them regards to the picking, but
shafted.
Hey man, I can't do nothing. I even show screenshots to prove it wasn't rigged. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do. But yeah, man, here's the draft order. So we're gonna get through where everybody's gonna pick, 1 through 4, and then we're gonna go back again. So Alex got the 5th, I got the 6th, and so on, as you see on the screen, all through 1 through 32 in the first round. So here it is. So we're gonna get to it. We're going to start off with Alex, man. We'll get this PFF board going up here. We'll get this thing rolling. So here we go. Of course, the Titans are on the clock, and we haven't seen any first-round picks traded so far. I'm not sure we're going to, at least in the top 5. So let's get this thing rolling. So with the first pick, I think it's a foregone conclusion, but we're gonna play draft board anyway. So let's get this thing rolling. So Alex, with the Titans picking at number 1, who did they go with the first overall pick?
T. No, I'm kidding.
Oh Lord.
I'm just kidding. Like you said, Coach, it's a foregone conclusion. We all know what the Tennessee Titans are doing. As much as I would love to just totally jack up our mock draft board, I cannot do it with the best interests of the Tennessee Titans at heart here. So we're going to take Cam Ward and just do what's going to happen Thursday.
Indeed. All right. Cam Ward goes off at number 1. All right. Now, this is the pick of the draft, I feel like. Now, 2 and 3 are going to determine. Yeah, the 2 and 3 are going to determine the draft board. We've heard rumors of Abdul Carter. We've heard rumors of Travis Hunter. Hell, some people like me have said Shedeur Sanders is a smart move. I mean, hell, Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett don't seem like they're going to get it done for me. But, I don't really, honestly, truly, this might be a hot take, but I don't think that Travis Hunter changes your fortune as the Cleveland Browns for me. I think that you got 3 good corners in the room. You got Greg Newsome, you got Denzel Ward, and Martin Emerson all in the room already. You get 3 starting corners. So what do you need a 4th one for when you have needs at quarterback? But in the interest of all the mock drafts I've seen so far, I'm going to see the best player on the board, and maybe they trade back into the first round or get a quarterback in the second, maybe a Jackson Dart or Quinn Ewers or who knows. But I'm going to go with Travis Hunter at number 2. Travis Hunter at number 2, picking number 2 at the Browns, and that's likely what they're going to do from what I've seen and what I've heard, but I think it's the wrong move. That's just my personal opinion. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so the New York Giants on the clock. at number 3. Coach Mike Dub, what did the New York Giants do at 3 since Cam Ward and Travis Hunter are off the board?
All right, so once again, just like you said, if it was me picking at this spot and Travis Hunter is gone and I'm the Giants, I'm making a different move. But I think the Giants are going to try to save some face, and they're going to go with the safe pick and take the quarterback, which is their biggest need right now. They're going to go Shedeur Sanders. Once again, full transparency, if it was me, I would have taken a different move. But for the sake of the predictions, I predict that they go ahead and, go ahead and take Shedeur.
Okay, well, there it is.
Already wrote his card. His Vrabel pick's already in.
Vrabel, so is mine. So if this is best case scenario
It
for
is.
the Patriots fans would be throwing a fucking party if this is the top 3. With that being said, it's Abdul Carter, and this isn't even a discussion or a choice here.
No guesswork at all.
None. You take Abdul Carter and you run.
We don't need 5. Hey,
None.
Matter of fact, once Shedeur gets off the stage, the pick archive will be on the screen.
Right.
Goodell's going to say, and they're already going to have the card entered.
There it is. Okay. All right. So pick 5. The Jaguars on the clock. Real late G. What did the Jaguars do at 5 since the top 4 are gone already? 2 quarterbacks and 2 position players.
Yeah, and ironically enough, I've always picked for Jacksonville in these little mock draft runs we're doing.
How about that?
And I don't think that my pick is going to change based on, the previous needs I've addressed and, the new GM they brought over from the Rams. I think he's going to value getting some youth and elite, pass rush presence in the interior D line. I think that's Mason Graham.
All right.
I'm going to continue to make the same pick I have made. Mason Graham.
And
Down
5.
to Saxonville, baby.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it has to be the pick for them.
Indeed. Now, I'll give the young RG some big time credit here by breaking the news about what the Raiders had to say early on in our chat regarding how they value running backs. And I think this is pretty much, where the boards fell. I think it's pretty much, elementary, as they say, my dear Watson. They're going to ask Genty at 6 and get themselves a running back for that loaded AFC West division. So as Genty goes off at 6 for me. All right. So at number 7, the Jets on the clock. Now, the interesting board. I'm not sure if the Jets were predicting that it fell this way, but Mike, what did the Jets do at 7?
I think that they're going to have to go offense. There's a few picks that I would like to see them make based on the personnel that they have, but I think they'll go probably one of the better offensive weapons right here, which is Tyler Warren, the tight end. Let's get some versatility in that offense and also give Fields a weapon.
There it is. Tyler Warren goes off at 7 to the Jets, the New York Jets. All right, so the Carolina Panthers on the clock at 8, and I think they're in a pretty good position for what they need. It's their word at this point. They could pick and not miss it at this point, unless they pick a kicker. But young RG, what do they do? And, hey, what are they talking about here?
They're definitely not taking a kicker. I can tell you that much.
They're not the Raiders, of course. They're not the
Man, Raiders. this is not the Raiders. This is a tough one. T-Mac here, obviously, I feel like a lot of mocks have him going right here to the Panthers. Will Campbell is there, man.
Yeah. Is he
They
better
got a
than
left
the
tackle, though.
incumbent, though? They got a left tackle incumbent. You got to keep that in mind.
They do. So with all that being said, I'm going Walter Nolan here at 8 for the Panthers. I think you're getting Derek Brown back. I think you need someone to emulate not what Brian Burns did, because obviously he was an end, but you need to create some disruption on that D line. And I think there's a lot of weapons in this draft to get, Bryce Young. And obviously there's a lot of defensive linemen as well, but I think you're going to get the second best defensive interior lineman of this draft.
Yeah, well, I give him credit for that. That interior D line was definitely getting an upgrade with Derek Brown and him lining up against each other now. Still need to address edge, in my opinion, but they definitely working inside out. Pause if that's needed.
All right.
Hey, I'm covering my bases here.
Yeah, fair enough. Got to.
All right, back up at the top. Mr. Givens, what does the Saints do at 9? There's a bunch of things they can do here. What do they do at 9?
Yeah, this is it's a weird way for the board to fall for them. I think obviously New Orleans is one of the teams that could be painted as targeting a QB, especially the updated Derek Carr news. Obviously, with this board, we had the 2 big-time QBs already go. I think if someone like Shedeur, honestly, like seeing what New Orleans has done, they've done a lot more work on Jackson Dart. I think they do take a QB, but I think it's later in the draft.
Okay.
So looking at this, I see them targeting with what they need, either offensive line help or edge rush help. They got Cam Jordan still there. They brought Chase Young back, but Cam Jordan's not getting any younger, and they're going to need to replace him eventually. But I think with the probably anticipated of having either Spencer Rattler or some other QB back there for you with Carr out, you're going to need to make sure you protect him. And if Will Campbell, who was the projected left tackle to go earlier than that, I think if he falls to them there, they'd be dumb not to take him. So let's keep him in the state, bring him down to Dolans.
All right. Will Campbell goes off to the Saints at number 9. All right. Okay. All right. So the Chicago Bears at 10, and they did a lot of work in free agency. I definitely say they're spending their money and spending it in the proper way. So I don't think they have a lot of glaring needs in their conversation, but I will say based upon this board and the way it's falling at this point, I think they can pair up Montez Sweat with another edge rusher, and I think they go Mike Green here at number 10. To get him on the opposite side of Montez Sweat and get that dual edge rush going from each side and wreak havoc. And the NFC North division, with its much needed division to have a good pass rush, because you got a lot of quarterbacks in that division that's really good. So I think they go Mike Green at 10 here with the Chicago Bears and bolster that defense and get right on that edge side. So yeah, I like that pick there at 10. Coach Mike Dell, what do the 49ers do here? Have you been picking the 49ers all this time?
I have. Yeah.
Okay, so this should be an easy pick for you. So what do they do at 11?
Yeah, I mean, the board kind of fell how the 49ers probably wanted to and would think it would. I want to go Jalen Walker. He's helped on the pass rush and then also versatile enough that might be able to help you in some different areas at that linebacker position. So I'm going to go Jalen Walker.
Okay, a little dual threat ability. I think that's underrated skill that he has, to be a stand-up linebacker and an edge rusher dual and be able to do it well. I think it's a very underrated skill, and I think
people are the skill set Greenlaw had.
A little bit.
They lost.
Yeah, it's true indeed. Very good blister and a person you can just flat out line up. You're gonna go a heavy dime package, just line him up on the edge outside of Nick, opposite Nick Bosa. That might be a good look for them. Yeah. I like that pick. Okay. All right, the Cowboys at 12. So, Young Archie, what do they do at 12 here? They got a lot of needs as well. So, what do they do?
Yeah, well, similar to the Patriots, the board fell absolutely perfectly for the Cowboys. And I also similarly think that as soon as Jalen Walker's name is read, the Cowboys are running up and handing in their card that says T-Mac on it. So go ahead and give me the Arizona wide receiver. They need somebody opposite of CD.
T-Mac is okay, Dak. Earn that $60 million.
Yeah, he better at that point.
Yeah, at that point, man. Hey, zero excuses.
Yeah, with 6'5", 200 plus pounds. Yeah, Mike Evans type frame. Yeah, if you can't throw it to him, then you just don't need to be doing it. I agree there. That's a good pick. All right. So back up at 13, Mr. Givens, what did the 13 pick in the draft to the Dolphins go?
Yeah, so Dolphins are kind of in a unique spot. I feel like they're kind of in a mini rebuild / not, and they're still trying to compete at the same time, with the roster they have. But I think with how this board fell, and given that Armstead retired, they're going to take Mimbu. If he's there,
there you go.
Get a tackle. He may have to play right, but at least know you're replacing what you lost a little bit.
People aren't really focusing on the fact that he is a right tackle. He played right tackle his whole career in college.
Yeah, but he's got length though. I mean, he can. I mean, so
pause
yeah.
Immediately, but
you might need to pause that one. Yeah,
right.
That's a fair pause.
Yeah,
we'll throw the flag there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you replay first down.
But yeah, I mean, if he falls down there to them at 13, I think they're eager to make that pick.
I got it. Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing to say about that particular pick, because I was eyeing him at the Colts pick at 14, because I think he would be a solidified piece for the O-line to protect whoever's going to play quarterback in Indy. But being that Mr. Mimbu had left a pick earlier, I think they'll go back and address the offensive weapon need, and I think they go after tight end Colston Loveland here. I think Colston Loveland falls to the Colts at 14, and they get themselves a weapon for Anthony Richardson and or Daniel Jones. Who knows? But yes, Coastal Love goes off the board at 14 to the Colts.
Dang, 2 tight ends.
That's it. That's it. So yes, Mr. Mike Dub here, sir. What do the Falcons do in the ACL at pick 15?
I actually thought that they were going to address it last year. They didn't. I think everybody knows they probably need an edge. They need some type of pass rush. So I believe right now the best edge on the board, I'd say, is it Michael from Georgia?
Depends on how you rank it.
Depends on rankings. Yeah, it depends on rankings.
PFF's really doing them dirty.
Yeah. I definitely think Michael,
because Michael was higher than Donovan last week.
Yeah. So it's definitely changed. From my purpose of the Falcons, I've heard some things with James Pierce and some off the field issues and all that stuff like that. I think Michael will probably be a safer pick at this junction.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go Michael, Georgia guy.
Michael Williams goes off at 15 too with the Atlanta Falcons, and the Arizona Cardinals are up at 16. Young RG, what did the Arizona Cardinals do at 16?
Yeah, I think, man, this is the board is falling in an insane way. Starting with that madness in the top 3.
Yeah, man.
So
that is going to dictate it.
Man, go ahead and pull up. Go ahead and pull up D lineman for me, please.
Interior.
No, edge rushers. Sir.
Okay. All right.
I think this is where Donovan Ezeriku goes.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely could use a pass rush over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No doubt.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So Donovan is
pretty safe. Pretty safe pick, I think, here.
I like that. I actually had Jedi Barron going there in my mock, but I think they can go either way and be successful. That's for sure. Especially when they want to bring BJ Ojulari back slow off his injury. He tore his ACL last year, so that's a good one. All right. Okay. All right. So number 17, the Bengals, and we know what they need. So the real team, what do they do? What position on defense?
Yeah, no, it's definitely, like I've said. This is also another team I've picked for this whole time. So, and I have consistently said, they're going to go all defensive draft. I think, biggest needs, certainly edge rusher, our corner, are just secondary. Edge rusher, kind of the guys I was looking for, I think have kind of gone. So, looking at who's here, I'm either torn between Barron or Campbell.
Can't go wrong.
I'm going to go Barron, and I think that, they get a good corner or to, add into the fold with Taylor Britt, and, I think can kind of focus on edge and other defensive players and the rest of the draft, which are undoubtedly going to do.
Trey Hendrickson and you'll be okay, but whatever.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
They did have Hubbard retire, and then, Miles Murphy, borderline bust territory. So they're definitely going to do it. I just don't know if they'll go there first round.
I like it. Okay. All right, so the Buccaneers, the Seahawks are up next. I'm sorry, I'm looking ahead. The Seahawks are up next, and I think they have some specific needs, and it's an interesting thing too because they're questioning the whole idea of whether or not their right tackle is going to hold up, although he's not have been bad. Interior D line has been a question, but do they go interior D line at 18, or do they address a bigger time weapon based upon how the board fell? So I would argue that they could ultimately end up going. That's an interesting one. Yeah,
stumped yourself. Huh?
Yeah, I'm rethinking my strategy here. The board definitely it took a twist and turn here at the top, and it's definitely making me rethink whether or not they should pull a trigger on this guy or not.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Palpatine, dude.
That's
do it.
Little Sith Lord action there. Yeah. Not mad at that. The edge rushers are interesting, but I do think they have some in the house they need to rely on. So I don't think that's a real big time need. Interior's locked up. Corner to me is locked up. So yeah, I think they do it. And Mike Dub might be mad at me here. But I think the Commanders not going to be able to get my guy here. I think they're going to jump in at the 6'3" kid.
Wow.
Which they did him dirty in the rankings. You see how far they dropped him down?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow. That would hurt.
What am I supposed to do with the Commanders now?
Sorry. You can't pass up on that freak of nature of an athlete, man. You just can't do it. And especially for anchoring that secondary, because that's their weakest position on the field of defense. It's safety. They got good corners. They got good interior linemen, edges. They need a safety. They can anchor that back in their defense. And by him being, 6'3", running a sub 4.340, jumping out the gym, 40+ inch vertical. I mean, come on now. I mean, what can't you do with that guy? So
get the Legion of Boom back.
Exactly. Yeah, you talking about Cam Chancellor on steroids? No pun intended. We're not putting steroid beef on you, Nick. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. All right, the Bucks are up at 19. So, Mike, what do you think the Bucks do here to help their hopefully the defensive side of the football?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be defense. I think they need help in the secondary. I'm looking at the corner position and Will Johnson. I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about him this draft.
Yeah,
I do. I agree. He slept on.
Quality pick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab Will Johnson at that corner, and I think it'll be a defensive heavy draft for the Bucks.
Absolutely.
Bucks would be thrilled if he fell to them at 19. Thrilled.
Absolutely. All right, young RG. What did the Broncos do at pick 20 here?
Man, so a lot of people have him going to Marion Hampton here, but Jihad Campbell. And I know the defense is amazing, but with Jihad Campbell, that defense would be absolutely terrifying. And if the board falls to you like this, you're in a division with a lot of good QBs. That for what everybody feels about Geno was a good QB last year. Like, let's not poo-poo the man. He had a good season. They did get 10 wins. Obviously, it was in a stacked NFC conference, but I think it's Jihad Campbell here. No question about it.
Okay. Damn. And that middle of that defense, he's gonna be a problem. I'm sorry. I absolutely love that kid. I can't wait to see him play.
Sean Payton.
I know he's never gonna play with the Chargers, but I'm gonna be watching on Sundays to watch him just wreak havoc on the field.
Sean Payton is like full running back, and then he sees him fall to him. He's like, scrap everything you had.
Yeah, got her hand that card in absolutely quickly before he changed his mind. Indeed. Okay. All right. Top it up. Back on the top of the board here. Alex, what does the Steelers do? This is gonna be an interesting pick. This is gonna be real good here because
here we go, baby. I've been thinking all day. What do I do with this? Because certainly they have certainly one massively glaring need.
Big time.
They also don't have a second round pick after getting DK Metcalf. So I'm going to go ahead and blow some ish up.
Okay.
And, there's all the Aaron Rodgers rumors. He's going around kind of inklings, leaving little sprinkles of potential retirement. If I'm the Steelers, I'm going to say we're done waiting for your old ass. It's either dump or get off the pot. Jackson Dart is coming in at number 21.
Let's go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Boom.
Listen, I'm not waiting no time. I've been marking this guy on my personal marks for weeks. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a quick run up to the podium moment at Emeka Egbuka at 22 for the Chargers.
Yeah,
that's easy money. Hand the card in. The Titans are gone. Emeka's there. We got a number one receiver going forward. Now I'm good with that. He can play inside, outside, play all three positions on the field. Sign me up for Emeka Egbuka right here, right now. 22. It's not hard to figure that part out. All right, so Mike Dell, what did the Packers do at 23, right behind Emeka Egbuka's pick?
It's funny you made it easy for us. I think they go Luther Burden. Same reason. Yeah, okay. Same reason.
Boom, there it is. I'm surprised at that because Matthew Golden's still on the block. He's still out there.
He is.
Yeah. So a lot of people view Golden as a bigger prospect than Luther, but he's ranked higher, which is interesting. So we'll see how that sticks out. But yeah, I like it. They definitely need a legit. I think somebody mentioned it. I'm not sure who. I want to give credit to the right person, but they said that the Packers lack a true number one, and that's we'll be getting that at 23 for sure.
I think it was somebody on the Packers that said it.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was Josh Jacobs.
Oh,
he need a true number one, and then
brutal.
And then I think Dontavian Wicks quoted it with "damn" or something
Yeah. Robert, you're right. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal.
Hey, he's not wrong though.
He's not. But it's brutal.
It's like their number one guy pulls a hamstring when you look at him. So
right. Yeah.
He's channeling his inner Aaron Rodgers with that.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, or Jaden Reed, I'm like, dog, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Damn, dude. You just got here.
Right.
Like,
Right. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. All right. The Vikings are up at 24 now. That's a lot of things they could do here. What do they do at 24, young RG?
Kevin O'Connell is straight running up and handing in his card that says Amarion Hampton on it. And this is the perfect situation for the Vikings here. Dude, with a young quarterback. Oh my God. You got the young quarterback. All he needs is a run game. The line is set. The receivers are set. The tight end is set. You get a bona fide. Yeah, I mean, you still have Aaron Jones as a number 2. I mean, dude, I say you just go full offense. You tell your rookie QB this is a Ferrari.
Yes.
Don't crash it, my guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't crash it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Bet. 25, the Texans. Real AG, what do they do at 25 here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll keep the trend of me taking offensive line here. Because Texans definitely need it.
Oh yeah.
We saw that in the playoffs, and then they doubled down by trading Tunsil away. I agree. It's either wide receiver or O-line. All the wide receivers outside of maybe Golden, obviously, or Golden are gone that I would consider. So I'm going to take the third tackle in the class here with Josh Simmons, reunite him with his boy Stroud, and hope he can keep him covered up.
There you go. Okay. Now I wonder if that's a fight because you look at Matthew Golden on one hand, you look at Simmons on the other hand, like, do I spend 10 minutes mulling it over? But that's a good pick. Pick. Okay.
CJ Stroud's going to go from having 1 second to throw to 1.5 seconds to throw.
Oh,
hey, every little bit helps.
And that is just the current state of that O-line.
Yeah.
Little shots fired. No big deal.
Dang.
Friendly fire. It's all good. It's all good. All right.
You tell I'm still salty about the playoff game?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. All right. So the Rams are up. I get to pick both LA teams. How strange is that? Same team, same building, different locker rooms. So the Rams could use a few things here. I think that they are I think that's funny. The tight end to me, they got tight ends is the biggest need here. With 2 tight ends already in the building, Higbee and Parkinson. But I think they look at the defensive side of the ball. I think secondary is a must. I think that their linebacker core can use an upgrade. I think that's a need. I also think their secondary could use an upgrade. So looking at corners and safeties here, Malachi Starks is still on the board. Trey Amos is still on the board. I think I'm gonna go and get them a surefire cover safety and get them a Malachi Starks at 26.
Dang.
All right. So Malachi Starks goes over 26 to the Rams. So the Ravens are up. Coach Mike Dub, what are the team to the north of your Commanders do at 27?
I think they need an edge rusher. Let's go James Pierce.
Indeed. Okay. Okay. Do it.
Come on. I was just waiting. I was just sitting there like, come on.
Yeah, okay. All right, so James Pierce Jr. goes off to the Ravens at 27. They're hoping they can finally get edge rusher right because they've drafted guys high at edge for the last 4 to 5 years, and they really hadn't popped yet. So maybe James Pierce can change the mold. Change the mold there. Okay. All right, the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions up for young RG. What do they do at 28 here?
Man, there's a lot they could do here. Matthew Golden's still on the board. Kenneth Grant would be fantastic for them.
Interesting too. Pairing them up with it was a Lee McNeil and DJ Reader. They already got DJ Reader and Lee McNeil in the interior, so that would be that trio would be crazy.
But I think you need someone to pair opposite of Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
Give me Mike Green.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh wait, shit.
Damn, dude.
Gone? Oh no! Wait, hold on. Go back to where the hell did he go to?
He went so long ago, bro. Like Big 10.
Yeah,
oh my God! Wow, I'm asleep at the wheel.
Where you been?
Oh man.
You know what? Detroit missed the clock. I'm up.
Oh, brother. Oh, that's embarrassing.
It was the confidence for me. It was the confidence.
He was sure he had a
Take
card.
him off, brother.
Oh man,
off the
All right.
board.
Go back to the big board with all the positions. Scroll down a little bit for me. Who was I looking at? Oh brother, I'm asleep at the wheel. All right, go back up. In that case, we're gonna have to pivot here. I think you have to go Kenneth Grant here in this situation.
Okay. All right.
I think if he falls that far.
Yeah. Three-headed monster in the interior with those three guys with Kenneth Grant going to the Lions at 28. Okay. All right, there it is. All right, back up at top, the Commanders at 29. Real AG, what do they do at 29 to the Commanders and getting Jaden Daniels maybe some help, or the defense needs some bolstering? What do they need?
Yeah, a lot of things. No, I'm kidding. Not that much. But, this is interesting. I was originally targeting secondary help, whether safety or corner, but really all those options are off the board at this point. I should note, I think I could see Washington trading back just with, I don't think they have 5 picks in this whole draft. So I made sure to note that because I could see them moving. But I think here you either got to – I'm torn between Matthew Golden or getting them some kind of edge rush help because they do need to get a little youth in the D-line. Like Matthew Golden, it wouldn't be bad, but they did, add Debo. They still got Scary T. He's on the last year of his deal. But the edge rushers there. Go to edge real quick. Let me just look. I kind of glanced at it when we were going through Robert's debacle, but all right. So it's either Shamar Stewart or Matthew Golden. Those are my 2 picks here.
Yeah.
Let's go, Stewart. Off the board. Get the athletic, raw guy, fit him into the group, and let Dan Quinn just mold them.
There you go. Like it.
You get the Mike Dub nod of approval.
I like it.
Yeah, there we go.
Available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So being that it fell this way, I think that it's easy to get Matthew Golden for the Bills and get Josh Allen another weapon. That's pretty easy.
Bills fans, don't fuck it up and trade your pick to the Chiefs again.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Take him.
Right. So Matthew Golden goes off to the Bills at 30. So yes, they get another weapon with Keon Coleman, those tight ends, James Cook, you name it. That's gonna be a really good offense to look at in 2025. So yes, Matthew Golden goes to 30 to the Bills. All right, Mike Dell, what do the Chiefs do here at 31?
Kelvin Banks. I think that's a dream come true for them, I would think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
Yeah. Not mad about that.
At all.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on.
There it is. All right. So y'all bring us home. What do the Eagles do, assuming they don't trade out of the first round and somebody try to come into the first round to get back in for that 5th year option?
Just about to say this is more than all likely going to be a trade out here by the Eagles. I just want to preface that right now. But if they were to take someone, I think if you scroll down just a little bit there for me, I think you gotta Mike Green. I think you go with somebody back a little bit up to address the hole that CJ Gardner-Johnson has left. Okay. And I'm going to go with Trey Amos here.
I like it. Okay. Boom. There it is. So they take a corner at 32 to round it out. So, yeah, man, that's a good first round.
Dirty.
It would be. With
Mitchell,
Trey
Amos.
Gene. Oh, my God. Woo.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Okay. All right, so as we wait for the results to come through, we're going to get back here. But yes, another good draft there. Like I said at the top of the show, we're going to do a live show on Thursday night. The whole squad will be here going through the entire first round of the draft. So show up. We'll be having guest appearances. We'll have fan reactions to all the picks and how things go from 1 to 32. And we'll get that rolling for you guys. But yeah, man, as always, man, if you can hit that subscribe button, it will be greatly appreciated by the group. Will help let us know that we're doing a pretty good job, and the algorithm will keep us in YouTube stratospheres. But like I said, we'll be back. Content will be dropping all week this week. Our Steelers series is booming. We got a video out. It came out Monday. We got a video coming out Wednesday and Thursday. And like I said, our live draft show is going to be on Thursday night, and we're going to have our reaction videos on Friday. So we got a lot of things coming, a lot of things in the pipeline to get you rolling and keeping you informed for the NFL draft. So any parting ways for you gentlemen before we get out of here?
Man, I'm hoping as a Commander fan that at least I'm hoping that one of those safeties will fall to us. If not Starks, then of course Nick. So hopefully we're a little wrong, but if not, we'll make it work.
I'm cool because we got a Becky Ibuka like I've been marking myself, so I'm cool with my pick. I'm all right.
I want Loveland, man. I want Loveland.
I understand. I'm not mad at either one, but if both of them are gone, I'm taking Becky Ibuka all day.
Yeah.
So if that's another one. If Loveland's available, I want Loveland too in Washington.
I ain't mad at you there either.
I doubt he'll be there, but if he is, I would love him there.
Okay. All right. So after this video drops, we'll post our mock draft in its entirety on our YouTube and our Twitter feeds and everything like that, all our social media accounts. And if you're looking for us in between shows, like I said, we're gonna get this up there for you. Here's our social media accounts as in its entirety for the Lockdown Divas Sports Network. And here the young men's social media accounts. We want to reach them out directly. You got any Commanders questions, Chiefs questions, or Chargers questions to any of these gentlemen? Please hit them up. And as always, man. We're going to be live, like I said, direct 7:30 throughout the entirety of the first round and getting our reactions, how things going on. So please join us then. And as always, in the meantime, in between time, that is Coach Mike Dub. That is the real AG Alex Givens. That is young RG Robert Garcia. Until we see you live on Thursday, we'll see you when we see you. Step up and lock it down.